Public Relations Officer of the Saint Lucia Labour Party, Jawahir, says the upcoming Walk of Progress being staged by the party is not so much a political event as a national call for unity.
This really is a national call for unity. It's a national call for us to be unafraid because hundreds of St. Lucians have been victimized. A minister of government came out and said that 70% of persons employed in a NICE program are labor supporters. Then he said, oops, I made a mistake. Over 95%. An utter victimization when these persons' contracts were not renewed. This is a cry out against that because the reality is whether you support Labour, Flubbo or Blue Wave, every single policy of this administration would have impacted one person. Everyone.
However, the walk from VG to the Castries market steps is a mirror of the so-called COVID march in 2020 when the Labour Party, then in opposition, rallied about 10,000 people to protest against the United Workers' Party government and the Alan Shastney administration. Is the government using the same tactic that pushed them to victory in the 2021 elections to send a strong message to their political rivals? Jawahir responds that the COVID march had many unforgettable lessons for her party.
What COVID taught us was that we had a lot of untapped potential. A lot of persons would look on YouTube and follow influencers and realize, I could do a business like that because I am working from home. We saw a lot of small businesses emerge post-COVID.
Labour's P.R.O was full of praise for the ruling party's achievements in the last 3 years.
In 3 years, we have been able to do so much more. And it is more than just ching-ching in your pocket. It is about how you can sustain that and thrive. So the MSME, 10 million pumped into the micro, small, medium enterprise facility where people of St. Lucia can access 70% grant and 30% loan. Your monthly payments could be as low as $100 and something in a month if you take a loan of $25,000. Where have you ever heard something of that nature?
Jawahir cited programs like the youth economy and universal healthcare, as well as the implementation of a minimum wage and an increase in pensions, as things that all St. Lucians, regardless of political persuasion, can benefit from. However, the recent ramping up of partisan political events points to an impending general election. Jawahir does not entirely disagree.
It is a national call because every single St. Lucian in one way or the other would have benefited. And yes, we have said that it is the launch of a campaign. It is a launch of a campaign to protect a victory. Protecting the victory means you continue to benefit from UHC. Protecting the victory means your child will be able to have that laptop. Protecting that victory means farmers with disabilities can receive a $10,000 subvention. Protecting the victory means that even if it meant that government did not produce banana boxes, we realized that hundreds of farmers would have been left without some sort of revenue to take care of their families, and we intervened and offered financial support. Protecting the victory means that we understand what the police needs to do its work and we'll do our best to provide the resources and put the policies in place to address crime. That is what protecting the victory is.
National call for unity or not, will the sitting Prime Minister reap political rewards from the Walk of Progress?
I think he's the type of person to surprise you. He is a master tactician. He's done several things that have really made me stand in awe. And when a man can take an economy that is regressive and give you in 1 year an 18.1% growth, there's no telling what he can do.
For Choice News Now, I'm Jason Seaflay.